All right, so how about this? Yesterday, every time we factored something canceled, right? Remember that? They had a common factor and something canceled. Today we have this. Let's factor the top. I'll do it right now. And then the bottom is x plus 2. Right? Does anything cancel? No, it doesn't. So in this case, there is going to be a remainder. Now, how do we do this? Well, I'm going to take you way back to fourth grade. All right, here we go. I need a number in the hundreds. Somebody give me a number in the hundreds.
782.
What did you say? Yeah, 126 in the hundreds. Okay. Let's do 9. If I tell you to do this and you're in fourth grade, you should be able to do that, at least in some point. Eventually. Now you may have forgotten how to do this, but the first thing that we did was how many 9s go into 12. Because obviously 9 does not go into 1, right? So how many 9s go into 12? Right? 1 times 9. And then we subtracted, right? Okay. And then what do we do with the 6?
Bring it down.
Yeah. Drop it on down. How many 9s go into 36? 4, right? Now, just for funsies, what if I change the number here? What if... That wasn't a real good example. Let's do 128. How many 9s go into 38? 4 times 9 is 36. And then there's 2 left over. That 2 is your remainder. Right? Another way you could put it would be 14 and 2 ninths. Just like that. 2 ninths. Now I'm doing this as a numerical example because if you know how to do that, you should be able to follow the same pattern for when we do this with quadratics. Here we go. Let's try one. So we're going to write out this big, long mess. X squared plus 7x plus 12. And then long division. X plus 2. All right, first thing. If you're not writing this down, you should. Something's wrong with you. All right. We're going to start with these two. People that use highlighters in my class tend to do very well. Just saying. This is what we started off with yesterday. We said, what's x squared divided by x? We notice whenever you divide by x, the power drops down by 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll put our result up there, just like we did before. Right, the number we had was, what was it again? 128. And we divided by 9. That's that first step right there. What do we do after that?
Oh, you put what you got down below for subtraction.
We put what we got, but what did we get? How did we get what we got?
We divide by x.
Right here. We put a 9 down here, but how did we get 9?
It was on the left side there.
Yeah, we multiply them. 1 times 9 is 9, right? So let's do this. We're going to multiply.
X squared.
Let's distribute. So x times x is x squared. X times 2. Back to our numerical example up top here. What did we do with that 9 once we knew it was 9? And then we drop down the 8, right? Okay, that was 2 steps in one. First thing we need to do, and I need you to be very careful when you do this, we're going to have to subtract. We subtract the whole group. When you subtract a group like that, you subtract everything in the group. So what happens if, for example, that 2x we see turns out to be negative, and then I have you subtract it? It's positive. In this case, it's 7x minus 2x. That's 5x. The first part should always be 0, right? The first part should always be 0. It has to be. All right. Now, we said we were going to do 2 things. We said we were going to subtract and then drop it on down. All right, I'm going to go here now, a little bit zoomed out. Next, I'm going to highlight this because we're doing the whole thing all the way over again. The whole process we just do again, one more time, just like we did in the numerical example. If I go back to my numerical example, we said, what's 38 divided by 9? We wrote 4 up here. 4 times 9 is 36. We do the exact same process all over, right? Okay, so right now, just to be clear, we are right here. We're saying, what's 38 divided by 9? In this case, we're saying, what's 5x divided by x in the beginning? 5x divided by x. I'm highlighting this just to show you where we're at over here. All right, so 5x divided by x is positive 5. We write it up top. The last time we wrote something up top was this x. What did we do at that point in time?
We took x squared divided by, we distributed.
Bingo. So 5x. Whoa. Plus 10.
Subtracted that.
Now we got to subtract again. Just like up here, we did 9 times 4. That's 36. And we had a remainder of 2. Guess what? We have the same remainder on this one, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
It's 2. So we would say our answer is one of 2 things. You could either write it like this, x plus 5, remainder 2. Or you could write it in this fashion, x plus 5 plus 2 over x plus 2, like that. Let me show you where that comes from. I know I'm zoomed out quite a bit. X plus 2 comes from right there. It's the bottom part of a fraction. Okay, where's this 2 come from? What's that?
It's a remainder.
That's your remainder, yep. Now I'm going to show you how you can check your answer. Take a look at these 2 things. And I know I got a lot of stuff going on here, but take a look at this and that. X plus 5 and x plus 2. Watch. What happens if you multiply them? Remember, it's a division problem, so we can check ourselves by multiplying. What's that?
X squared.
Okay, what's that?
2x.
2x. And this is another 5x, so we end up with 5 times 2. If we look back, we started with this as a 12. This doesn't quite match, but that's because remainder 2. What happens when I add 2?
You get the original.
We get 12. Bingo! You can always check your answer, which is nice to know, isn't it? All right, I want you to try one right now.